Ahava blessings. Welcome to this episode of Embodying the Shekhinah. This podcast is here to support us during these times of accelerating ascension energies that are flooding the planet to embody, integrate, remember our soul essence. I am your host. My name is Aurea. I am an ordained Magdalene priestess, a Reiki master, energy and sound healer. And today we're going to talk all about the full moon that is happening on Friday. So probably as you are listening to this, you are in the midst of feeling these intense, powerful full moon Taurian energies. But we're also going to talk about the Pleiadean alignment. So the Pleiadean alignment happens during May and during November. And that is happening the 16th, 17th through the 23rd. And given everything that is going on in the world, in the country, in our communities, I think it's very important to talk about these energies and to talk about how they impact us and how we can harness, channel, utilize these energies to create more union, to create more harmony, to create and manifest our lives. Because at the end of the day, we are energy. We are sparks of the divine. And whether consciously or unconsciously, we are co-creating our experience. With every thought, every word, every action, we are cementing certain frequencies. And frequency is one of the topics for this Taurus full moon. This full moon is happening at 1:29 p.m. on the west coast of the U.S., 4:29 p.m. on the east coast, 9:29 p.m. GMT, and an hour later, Central European time. So it's happening at 24 degrees of Taurus. And 24 is the number 6. So let's start with the numerology. Numerology is something that is ancient. It's very powerful. It's not new. It's not, just something that just came up within the last 50 or 100 years. Numerology is something that has been with us since ancient times. And that's another energy that's coming in. The frequencies that are coming in and that we are aligning with are ancient. They are primordial. They are creation energies at their purest form. And the number 6 is about as above, so below, as within, so without. It is the Merkaba. It is about cosmic beauty, harmony. It's all in the heart chakra, the heart and the Hathor chakra, which is the chakra right above the heart, which is the higher octave of the heart chakra. It is the Tiferet in the Tree of Life template. It's all pure, unconditional love. There is healing in this frequency. There is the family, healing of the family, the lineage. It's connected to the arc line, so that is connected to our destiny. And our destiny is something that is gifted and given to us. It is the number of the hand of God, the Shekhinah. It is a number that is connected to spiritual practice, to Mother Mary, and to awakening our ability and power to heal. It's an energy that is ancient, is what is coming through. And Taurus is the bull. Taurus is a frequency of beauty, of stillness, Facebook. And a Taurus will only move if the Taurus wants to move. You cannot, once the bull digs his heels in, there is nothing you can do. And this is good, and it can be not so good. Because sometimes it's good to let go. So because the 6 is associated with the Shekhinah is wisdom. So my Taurus, my people with prominent Taurus in their charts, myself included, this is a reminder to me, it behooves us during these times of fixed wanting to buckle down and kind of double down on your bets. It helps to let go of the ego, to stay in the heart, to stay in humility, because only through humility, and humility is achieved by shedding the layers of ego, can we truly receive wisdom. During the full moon, it is of the utmost importance that we, if we don't have a spiritual practice, figure something out. Because purification is an integral part of our work here on this physical plane. Because in order to receive wisdom, to cultivate, nurture, nourish wisdom, we must liberate ourselves of the traps of the mind, the ego, that keep us contained, that think things have to be a certain way. And if they are not that way, then they are wrong. The moment that we sit in judgment, saying something is right or wrong, without truly evaluating the big, huge picture, which is difficult for us to do because we're in human form, the densest of frequencies. So it really is important for us to try. So when a Taurus, when this energy can get out of its comfort zone and truly embrace the illumination and the wisdom, that is when this Taurian energy gets bumped up to the next level. It truly allows itself to align to the purest essence of Taurus, which is the essence of creation. Taurus is, the sign of Taurus was created by the Aramaic letter Vav. Vav is the divine child of the union. This is the Aramaic Hebrew letter. The divine child coming forth from divine union. The divine masculine and the divine feminine energies, frequencies coming together in unity. So there is that energy of unity. And when we see beauty, cosmic beauty being one of the characteristics of the number 6, harmony, when we see beauty, when we feel harmony, there is an inner unification that is happening within. And this is what the full moon is showing us. The sun is in Scorpio. Scorpio is a very deep, powerful, mystical sign, very intuitive. It's all about the waters. Waters associated with wisdom again. Taurus is the earth. Taurus is the physical reality. It is the union of these two polarities that birth the divine child. The union of all polarities is what births a new way of being, a new way of experiencing, a new way of flowing and interacting with the world. So there's a lot to unpack and unravel with this full moon. The full moon is also in a conjunction with several of the stars in the Pleiadean star constellation. So there are many stars in the Pleiades. The main 7 are called the 7 sisters. seven Hathors. They are healing frequencies. They are associated with unconditional love. So again, we come back to unconditional love. We come back to harmony. We come back to beauty. We come back to a state of union, because the Pleiades and the civilizations of the Pleiades, they understood through their ascension process. They unified the duality and the polarities within themselves in order to elevate their experience, their civilization. So they really are about the heart, about unconditional love, about sharing, about unifying, about creating harmony and beauty. How do we create beauty in the world when all we see is division, when all we see is hatred, animosity? We unravel the layers of ego within ourselves and place ourselves in a space of compassion. Now, this doesn't mean that we allow ourselves to be disrespected, devalued, demoralized. This means that we stand sovereign, knowing that no one outside of us can define us. They cannot take away anything from us because they don't have the power to. We ourselves give others the power over us. And that plays into victim mentality, which again plays into separation and division. So the moment that we stand in our sovereignty, knowing that nothing outside of us is created without our seal of approval. If we don't agree to that reality and we don't put our attention on it, we will birth a new reality. Now, that is hard for people to understand, because we can say, well, my physical world is showing me that I have X amount in the bank, I don't have the rent, I don't have the mortgage, I don't have money for food, I experience this interaction always with this coworker, and there's nothing I can do about it. The moment that we think there's nothing we can do about it, we're giving our power away. Because there's plenty we can do. We can get to the root cause of what within needs healing, because it all begins within each and every one of us. To heal, to activate, to purify. Because everything outside of you is a reflection of something within. We are born into this physical vessel. We enter through the chariot, within the chariot of the Merkaba, the soul comes into the body. And in this physical incarnation, let's talk about destiny, because there is a conjunction with the North Node, which is all about our mission. It's about, your mission is about you getting to your primary essence, your true essence, not the perceptions and the portrayals and the programming of society, not what your parents, your mother, father expected of you, not, what society told you, what the media says. Who you are is an infinite being. Who you are in your true, rawest, fullest, purest creation energy is creation. You are a spark of the divine, having a human experience. And as part of the soul contract that we took on, we chose the country, the family, we chose the circumstances under which we would be experiencing this human reality. In order for our soul to evolve, this means that at some points in time in your life, you took on the role of the villain, and you may have been unkind. Because let's face it, we've all behaved in ways that are not in alignment with our highest light, not in alignment with loving kindness. Every single one of us, there's not one of us that can judge another being for being whatever, because we've all been there. So this Taurus energy is illuminating for us the importance of coming back to your center, to your heart, to the creation energy that you are, valuing yourself, investing in yourself. Taurus is not a cheap energy. Taurus is luxurious, darling. Taurus is, the word is not bougie, because bougie means you act like you have money, but you don't. Taurus is old money. The stability of legacy, of lifetimes. And when we think of our essence in that way, when you know that you are infinite, that you are having this human experience as a choice, it's not a punishment, it's not a penance, it's not, I must have been a really, really bad person in so-and-so lifetime. This is why I have to, I have the children I do, or I have the husband or wife I do. No. We all chose. We chose the good, we chose the bad. Mind you, the good and the bad are our own judgments on a situation. But we chose the circumstances so we could come back to our oneness, come back to our true essence, and transcend. And this has everything to do with wisdom, because when we are humble, allow ourselves to receive wisdom, sometimes that wisdom we receive is not going to look the way that we want it to look. Because the moment we judge wisdom, the moment that we think the blessing has to come in this pre-packaged form and it has to meet the conditions on section Z, paragraph 2, subsection 2 of the contract, we're missing the point. That is the ego controlling and thinking it runs the show. And that is what this energy is asking us to do. Surrender the layers that we are still holding on to of how we think things should be. Surrender our judgments. Suspend our doubts. Better yet, cast them aside. Cast away the layers and the veils, the traps of the self that we have bought into because of whatever reason. The reason doesn't matter. Come back to your soul essence. This is what the Pleiadean energy brings you home to. Your true essence is that of love. Your true essence is infinite, co-creative expansion. Taurus is abundance. And it's not, even though Taurus is about the money, the physical money, Taurus is also your values, your resources. We are being asked to question our values, to question how we employ our resources. And the most important resource you have is not the money in the bank. It's not the gold bars that you have tucked away under your mattress. Your true resource, your most valuable resource, is your energy. What you put your attention on. If you are watching boo-hoo, woe is me, TV, or love songs where, so-and-so did this to me, and, I keyed his car and I blew up his house or whatever, we cement those frequencies in our field. Why would we want to cement negativity, anger, judgment, despair, lack of harmony in our field? Think about it. You are so powerful that you have manifested every single thing in your life, whether you like it or not. That means that through the process of allowing the ego layers to be stripped away from you, surrendering the ego, aligning with the heart, with the soul, with the divine, with the light of creation, we can channel our energy, which is our most valuable resource, in the direction of what it is that we wish to birth in this world. So then why are we creating disharmony? Why are we hating ourselves or other people? Why are we holding on to old resentments for something that happened 20-something years ago? You're not in that situation now, are you? Because if you are, I'd say get out of it. But if you aren't in the same situation, if you've evolved and you've transformed and you've changed and you've expanded to a different frequency, why are we holding on to bullshit that happened 20-something years ago, thinking it's importance? That is baggage, and that baggage is holding you back. That baggage is continuing to create with your energy instead of creating with the frequencies that you wish to create. Of course, it all has to do with personal choice, because, of course, Bay created, the Aramaic Hebrew letter Pe created Venus. Venus rules Taurus. And Pe is about the spoken word. What are we speaking into existence? What vibration are we emitting into the world through our sound? Your sound is sacred. Your voice is sacred. Your entire physical vessel is sacred. There isn't a part of you that isn't the divine. So why are we undermining and devaluing ourselves? Why are we comparing ourselves to others? This moon is in conjunction with Uranus. Uranus is the planet of awakening, of disruption. And this disruption is amplifying the energies of the moon. And the moon is your soul incarnated in the body. So Uranus wants to shake you up. Everything that you think you are, Uranus has you questioning it and asking yourself, is this really, truly what I believe in, what I stand for, what my values are? Is this action taking me on the path of happiness, of growth, of beauty, of harmony? Or is this action taking me down the rabbit hole of destruction? It's up to us. The sun is in a trine with Mars. We want to take action. But the sun is also opposing Uranus. So while the sun in Scorpio wants to be mysterious and deep, and is the frequency of our power. Our power is being challenged by new ways of thinking, new ways of doing, new ways of perceiving and receiving the world. So our main identity, the sun, is coming face to face with a new way, with the rebel. And rebels don't like to do things quiet. Rebels like to be loud, and they like to be obnoxious, which is the opposite of Taurus. Taurus will get things done, but Taurus will do things their way, and they'll do things chill. There's no need to get into a fuss with Taurus energy, because Taurus will just get it done without you. Then we have the Scorpio energy trining Neptune. Which brings in the energies of the soul, of expansion, of the soul that is unencumbered by the body. We have a profound and powerful pathway to healing if we allow ourselves to get out of our way. If we get out of the mind, if we surrender the ego, if we are willing to strip ourselves bare of everything we think we know about ourselves, about the world, about so-and-so, and really come down to the rawest, purest, truest, primordial energy that you are, you can transform in huge ways, in leaps and bounds with this energy. Because it's all about healing. And healing is a disruption. Because to be able to heal ourselves, we have to be willing to acknowledge that what we have been doing has not been working. And we have to be willing to try a different route, try a different method. We have to be willing to receive the healing. If you're not open to receiving, you're not going to receive. And then you're going to be wondering, how come your life hasn't changed? Because you're not open. What are some reasons why we would not be open? Because we're afraid of change. Because we are stuck in our ways. Because this is the way things have been done in our family for so many centuries, years, and it's worked so far, but it's not working now. But it's been working, but it's not working now. What is working in your life right now? And what needs to change? This includes your own way of thinking, your own way of behaving, your own way of doing. The questions to ask ourselves are, is this creating harmony? Are my words benefiting myself, others? Am I speaking my truth? And I don't mean speaking your truth, running off at the mouth and not coming from a heart-centered space. I mean aligning with your heart and truly speaking your truth without ego, without an agenda, without an expectation of how those words are going to get you somewhere. You follow me? Because the moment it's about us, we are in the ego. We are in the I. Because the soul doesn't think in terms of the I. The divine The higher realms don't think in terms of linear. They don't think in terms of their judgment. They don't think in terms of duality. They think in terms of wholeness, of unity. They experience the world through a variety of channels at the same time because they are so unified. They are so unified they can see multiple timelines playing out in every single direction because they know they are infinite cosmic oneness. And there's a comfort in that. There's a comfort in knowing that there are no mistakes and there are no accidents. You are exactly where you need to be. The circumstances are exactly what you signed up for. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to whine and complain? Are you going to basically blame the other person or, say, well, so-and-so is not my mother or my father because blah, blah, blah? No, that's not what we are here to do. We are here to truly come together. We are here to heal. And healing requires an immense amount of courage and strength and fortitude. The strength and the fortitude to shed the layers that don't serve us, to recognize what does not serve us, and to align and cement a new frequency from a place of empowerment, not from fear, not from judgment, not from guilt, not from shame. Nothing that is cemented and seated in the waters of those lower frequencies will grow into something positive. The moment we are making a decision from fear, we are in the ego. We are not in our expansive state. We are not in our true nature. And it's not going to last. And it's not going to benefit. So how can we benefit humanity? How can we benefit? How can we uplift the soul? Your soul has been waiting for this time, for you to wake the hell up. Your soul has been itching to expand and to flow effortlessly through you. And the more that you allow the light of your soul to flow through you, the more that you can open your heart, the more that you will invite every circumstance that benefits your soul, that makes your soul sing. Your soul wants to dance and sing and expand and experience the full breadth of life. The mission of embodying the soul and actively, consciously co-creating our reality. Leaving this world better than we found it. Speak kindness into the world. Speak beauty and grace and love into the world. Share your light. Share your wisdom. Share your fears. Because if you can share your fear, someone can help guide you into liberating it. And the more that we liberate, the more that we free ourselves of the layers of stuff and the baggage, the more that our light can be shared, can shine. Because we're not just here to be vessels. We're here to actively overflow with the light and share it. This full moon has the power to bring us into greater alignment with our destiny, with our mission, with our healing, with our expansion. But we have to be willing to let go. To let go of everything that we've been holding on to, thinking that that is what a good whatever looks like. Embrace your soul. Embrace your infinity. Align with your infinity. This is the other thing that's coming through. Look for the truth. Emet. Truth. There is so much nonsense in the world. So many people that say one thing and turn around and do another. So many people that are fronting like they are something, but they aren't. Where are you doing that? Where are you not being the realest that you can be? Because Taurus energy doesn't like fake. They don't do anything fake. You want a real son of a... Get you a Taurus. Taurus is not fluffy, will not sugarcoat nothing. With Taurus, you will know exactly where you stand with a Taurus because Taurus does not like nonsense. A Taurus likes quality. A Taurus loves the stability of knowing that what you see is what you get. So this is the way they move in the world. So where do we need to be? What you see is what you get. In integrity with what we say we believe in. If you say you believe in unconditional love, is it unconditional love only if someone is behaving the way that you think they should behave? That's not unconditional. If you believe in freedom, is it only for certain people? These are the questions about our values that we need to be looking at. Where are we not walking our talk? Because now's the time to be who you say you are. Put your money where your mouth is. That's that Taurus energy. It's not what you say, it's what you do. Because that's what Taurus is looking at. Taurus is looking at your actions. Taurus doesn't give a flying whatever about what is coming out of your mouth. Taurus is looking at your energy. Taurus is looking at whether your actions are in alignment with the words that are coming out of your mouth. And if they aren't, Taurus is peacing out. Because authenticity goes hand in hand with quality, with integrity, with stability. And all of that is grace and love and harmony, because all of these things that I just mentioned, these qualities, they contribute directly to cosmic beauty, to spiritual beauty, to harmony, to love. You cannot have love without integrity, without honesty, without your actions backing up the words that are coming out of your mouth. If you don't have that, stability, integrity, all of those are directly linked to love. Because love is our ability to open our hearts and give and share the infinite love that we are. Very, very powerful energies. Use this time wisely. Ground. Take the time to purify. I don't recommend doing a detox of the body because it's the winter in the northern hemisphere, but if you're in the southern hemisphere, that's cool. What I would recommend is really paying attention to how you are nourishing your body. So if you need more grounding foods, more warming foods, really listen to your body. Because your body is the vessel through which you can experience where the energy is stuck. And when you can experience where the energy is stuck, then you know where you need to place your attention to heal and transmute and alchemize that energy. So there's a lot. But this is what we've been waiting for. Our soul has been working for this and wanting this for lifetimes. Let's do this. Let's use this energy to embody more of our light and to share that light with the world. Inanna nukhra de alma. I am the light of the world. And with that, I invite you to join me for the sound activation that will align us with the Pleiades, the healing frequencies of the Hathors, and these beautiful, expansive energies of illumination and wisdom of this Taurus full moon. If you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, YouTube, Instagram. The links are below. And I wish you a beautiful and expansive full moon in the sign of Taurus. Have a blessed day of the goddess and a blessed full moon in Pleiadian alignment.